Good afternoon guys and welcome back. So obviously by the title of this video you know that I've just bought a new Jeep for the Cheap Jeep channel. Now it's not brand new, it's not a 2020 Wrangler, but it's brand new to me, which is always exciting. There's just something about buying a new Jeep or a new car that just gets the blood flowing, the heart racing. I don't know, it's like creating a new story, creating a new adventure with something different, exploring something new. But it's really exciting, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys and create some new content which is going to take the channel in a different direction. But I want to give you guys a quick overview of the Jeep. Then later on in the video I'll explain why I picked this model, why I picked this colour, why I waited this long to actually buy this Jeep, and what's going to be happening with the TJ. I'm sure a lot of people are asking. But also I want you guys to come up with a name. In the last video I posted I was talking about how to name a Jeep. So I want you guys to pick, I'm not going to name it myself, I want you guys to pick the name of the new Jeep. And I asked you guys this question on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know what Jeep it is and everything like that. I've already shared it with you guys. I haven't posted on my Instagram, just on my stories, sharing it with you guys. But I want you guys' opinions on the name. And I'll pick one of your name and there'll be the name for as long as I own it. Someone's already shared a name on Instagram that I absolutely love. I won't tell you now, I'll let you guys comment below on what you think we should name it. And then later in the video I'll share that name with you. It's an awesome name. I think we'll go with it, but I'd like to hear you guys' opinion. But yeah, I'll go over the details of it a little bit later. But just for now, let's see the Jeep. Alright, so what do you guys think? If you guys got any opinions, leave in the comments below if you want to leave a comment at any time. Now I know a lot of you think that Jeep died with the start of the JK. So what it is a 2010 JK Unlimited in white. So the mods that are already done to it, I'll go over pricing, everything like that, and the mod list. The mod list is pretty straightforward. It's pretty much standard apart from some good accessories to be used for overlanding. So it's got an ARB front bar, it's winch capable. I don't think we'll be ever putting a winch on it, we might do in the future. But it's not a bad looking bar, it might be a bit heavy for what I need it for, so I might change it up in the future. But it's good it's not factory, it's already got some aftermarket accessories on it. It's also got a Rhino rack system in it, which is awesome. I really wanted to get a roof rack system for it. Now it's got the racks on it. I might change like one of those flat platforms. I think it's like the overland platforms or whatever there. So it's like a nice streamline. It's very low profile. I might change that in the future. But it's already got the Rhino rack system built in, which is awesome. So that saved me a bit of money. It's got a side awning on it. It's got a, I think it's called a XS side awning, whatever brand it is, which is awesome. So all these mods are things I was going to do anyway. So it's great that it's already come with them. Now, I've been looking for a JK Unlimited for about, I'd say 4 months now. Ever since I knew we were having a baby, I knew the TJ wouldn't be an acceptable car to take my son out in. It could probably work. I mean, people do it all the time. I'm not saying you can't do it in a TJ. I'm just saying that it's going to be a lot harder. I just thought that it's not impossible to do it in a TJ. People do it all the time without any problems. Just for me and the amount of stuff that we take. A couple of weeks ago we did like kind of like a staycation. We just went about an hour away in my wife's car, and that car is a lot bigger than the TJ, and it was completely packed full, just full of baby stuff. We had to take the bassinet, we had to take all his nappies, everything like that, and her car was completely packed. So there's no way we could do camping trips or overlanding trips in the TJ. I mean, we could get a roof rack system and stuff like that, but it's just not practical. And if it's not practical, I don't think we would enjoy it as much. So the practical thing would be to get a Jeep JK Unlimited. I was tossing up whether or not to get a XJ or something like that. They're a little bit cheaper, but I wanted the convertible, I wanted to still be a Wrangler, so the JK was the obvious choice. But I was on a budget, and well, I'll tell you the price shortly. But the Unlimiteds in Australia probably range between 15 and 22 grand from a 2007 to 2011. In 2011, when they changed the interior shape, they're probably 22 to 28, 30 grand plus. So I kind of wanted to spend around $16,000 Australian, and I ended up spending 18. So this one cost me $18,000 Australian. It's got 156,000 kilometers on it. So I think in US dollars, I think it's about $12,000, which is still pretty cheap, but it was about $2,000 over what I ideally wanted to spend. So it's not too bad. It's got probably over $2,000 worth of accessories on it. It's also got a 100-litre long-range fuel tank, which is going to be awesome for big trips that I want to take it on. So that brings me to what are we going to use it for, and what's intended purpose, and then we'll go on to the mods that will help us with what we want it for. So as I said before, it's going to be a family car. It's going to be a family overlanding car. So that's why I bought it. The Jeep's not going to be practical for overlanding with a baby. It could not fit a baby seat in the back if I tried. With the JK, it's got heaps of room. We can slide the seat all the way back. The front seat doesn't have to be pushed all the way forward to the airbag, which some cars do. The JK's got heaps of room. So it's going to be a family overlanding vehicle. So we're going to stay in Airbnbs, we're going to go on beach trips, we're going to go to Fraser Island, Stradbroke Island, Moreton Island, and everywhere in between. So we could have done it in my wife's car, but I want to do it in a Jeep, because that's what all my content's about, and I reckon it's more fun that way. It's pretty much set up for that at the moment. It's got a nice set of Toyo open country tyres on it, which is still pretty much brand new. It's got the awning, it's got the racks, it's got the bull bar, it's got the long range fuel tank, it's got the room. So that's pretty much what we're going to use it for. Overlanding, we're going to do some Airbnb trips, which is going to be awesome. As I said before, Fraser Island, Moreton Island. Fraser's the biggest island. Fraser is the biggest sand island in the world, so I'm excited to pull some content around that. With the TJ and having a family, I don't think I could. I don't think it was possible to actually do all those trips without like leaving stuff behind or not being comfortable. I want to do it comfortably, and I think that it's going to take the channel in a different direction. Me being able to do these overlanding trips, show you guys a little bit more of what Australia is about, and get some different content out there for you guys. So the mods that we're going to do to this won't be massive. It won't be massive lift kits. It won't be 35-inch tyres. So what we're going to do, we've got a long weekend coming up with our friend from England, Rachel. She's coming over next week and she's spending 3 weeks with us. We're going to do a Taunton trip. We're staying at an Airbnb there, which is right on the beach. And then we're going to do some day trips back and forward up the beach, which is like pretty much a highway. You can drive about 80 kilometers an hour down the beach, and it's just going to be a nice test of the vehicle and its capabilities. And then from that trip, I'll be able to figure out what I need and how it's actually set up. One thing I'm thinking about is creating like a platform or some drawer systems in the back, just so I can put the pram and pretty much have storage on top of that as well. But I want to keep it lightweight because I'll be using it on the sand, and the heavier you are on sand, the more you sink down. And I want to keep the fuel economy and the reliability quite cheap. I want to make sure it's cheap, reliable, easy to fix, and so that trip will probably show me what I need to buy, what accessories I need, and what mods I need to do. So at the moment it's going to stay exactly how it is. I might paint the wheels black. I don't mind the stock wheels, they suit the Jeep quite well, but I might do some other wheels in the future if I can get my hands on a good second-hand set. But it's also going to be built as a budget overlanding family vehicle. Like, a lot of you guys work 9 to 5 and don't have a massive budget to like do massive rooftop tents and everything like that you see from like Trail Recon and stuff like that. It's awesome. I wish I could do that. I wish I could afford that, but I can't. So this is going to be based around people that, well, and my budget I guess, also around the people that can't afford the more expensive stuff. So camping chairs, ovens and stuff like that. It's all going to be on a budget. Most of it's probably going to be second hand. or trying to find some good sponsors that might want to do some deals for you guys and me. But that's pretty much it. So I've gone over price, what we're going to do. But the other thing I saw in it, it's got the switches for the axle lock and the sway bar disconnect, and I thought that only came in the Rubicon model, but this has got it hooked up. And I jumped under the Jeep and it's got the Dana 44 I think in the front, and I can see that's got the module for the sway bar disconnect, but it's a Sport. Like on the registration and stuff it shows that it's a Sport, so it's not a Rubicon, but it's got the axle lock and the sway bar disconnect. I don't know if I'm missing something. I don't know if there was maybe they've added it and just put the factory Rubicon one in there. I'm not sure. If you guys know, please let me know in the comments. But that's pretty much it. Let me know you guys' thoughts. I'm excited to build some new content. I'll probably do some videos on installing the baby seat in it, because I couldn't actually find any online whatsoever. Also let me know in the comments what mod you'd like to see as well. I can't wait to mod it. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and the like button, and I'll see you next time.